This video is sponsored by Saketaro. What's up everyone, Jun with the Sushi Man, and this video is episode 2 of my honest sake review series. My friends at Saketaro were kind enough to send me a few more bottles of Japanese sake, which I want to share with you today. And trust me, if you're a sake fan, then you're gonna want to know these. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, if you're new to my channel, let me introduce you to Saketaro. Saketaro is a sake distributing company based out of California. They have hundreds of premium sake imported from Japan that you typically don't see at regular retail stores. And they ship it right to your doorstep. So if you love Japanese sake like I do, or want to start experiencing the world of sake the right way, then make sure to check out the link in the description. And don't forget to use my special promo code to get 10% off your first order. Thank you again to Saketaro for sending me these bottles. Alright, now before I get into each bottle, if you're new to sake and want to learn more about it, then be sure to check out my ultimate sake guide video. I cover all the important things you need to know, like the different types of sake, polishing ratio, terminology, flavor profiles, basically everything. Watching that video will definitely help you understand more as I go through these bottles. Not required of course, but highly recommended. Okay, so this first bottle we have here is from the world famous Dassai brand from Asahi Shuzo. It's one of the most popular and well-known sake brands in the world, and if you're a sake fan, then I'm thinking you've seen a bottle from them at some point. This particular one is called Dassai Blue, and the special thing about this is that it's brewed in America. That's right, Dassai opened its very own sake brewery in New York right about a year ago from when I'm shooting this video. It's a 55,000 square foot facility located in Hyde Park, right across from the Culinary Institute of America, whom they partner with to further educate their students about sake, which I thought was really cool. They use local Hudson Valley water and partner with a farm in Arkansas to grow their own Yamada Nishiki rice, which is often seen as the king of sake making rice. Dassai only makes Junmai Daiginjo sake, which is pretty much the highest quality. Not necessarily the best though, because that is subjective, but it is seen as the most premium type of sake. This bottle I have here is the 35, which if you watch my ultimate sake guide video, you'll know is the polishing ratio number. Dassai Blue has 3 different types, 50, 35, and 23. So this one's the middle of the pack. And I have to say, it is a very solid bottle. It definitely has similarities to the original Dassai, especially the 39. It starts off with a fruity aroma like white peach, melon, mangoes, and then leads into a delicate, slight sweetness taste that's very smooth. Then the finish has a subtle spritz to it. Nothing like sparkling sake, but just enough acidity where it makes it very refreshing. I tried it with some salmon sashimi, which is an amazing pairing, and some simple Japanese appetizers like edamame, shishito peppers, and a miso mayo veggie dip, and they were all good. But surprisingly, one of the best pairings was some slices of Genoa salami, so a charcuterie board would be very fun to pair with this bottle. And of course, other types of sashimi should be an amazing pairing as well. Sushi too, but probably not the really crazy rolls with a ton of sauce and ingredients on there. All in all, it's a great bottle for sake enthusiasts. Now, is it superior to the original bottles? That's tough to say, and it's something that you're going to have to test out yourself. But if you're a fan of Dassai, then definitely give it a try. You'll appreciate the dedication that they put into making this bottle. Alright, moving on. This next bottle is called Ryujin, Junmai Daiginjo. Ryujin means dragon god, and it's also the name of the Shuzo, which is located in Gunma Prefecture. It's a small brewery, but they're known to produce very high quality sake. The polishing ratio is at 50% for this bottle, and they also use Yamada Nishiki rice. The unique thing about this bottle is that it's a namazume, which means it's pasteurized only once, whereas typical sake is pasteurized twice. This keeps the freshness and liveliness of the sake, and you can taste more of its original flavors. So oftentimes you'll get a more complex and bolder tasting sake. The only downside is that it doesn't keep as well compared to the double pasteurized bottles. I actually enjoyed, or should I say am enjoying this sake a lot. You get some floral and citrusy notes in the beginning, and then that fresh, bold, and fruity taste because of the namazume, with a hint of sweetness. It's light yet complex. It's actually a really fun one to drink, especially if you're looking for something different, and different in a good way. I tasted this along with the Dassai Blue, so I had the same small appetizers, and I have to say, this one was perfect with the shishito peppers. Solid pairing. I also had it with some yakisoba and garlic pork belly one night, and both were very good pairings. Salmon sashimi was good as well, but personally, I enjoy it more with the savory dishes, some spicy food even. So if you like the crazy sushi rolls with a bunch of sauce and toppings, then this would be a good bottle to try. But again, another one that I highly recommend for any sake lover, especially those looking for a premium bottle that's a bit different than the norm. Alright, on to our third and last bottle. This one is called Sanka by Masumi, and it's also a Junmai Daiginjo. It's from Nagano Prefecture, polishing ratio of 45%, and they use Yamada Nishiki rice as well. Masumi has definitely made a name for herself in the Japanese sake world, and is often seen as one of the greatest, primarily due to its discovery of what's called yeast number 7. Everyone talks about the type of rice and the clean, pristine water that's used to make sake, but yeast is also a critical ingredient, and is just as important. Basically, Masumi discovered this new type of yeast that was perfect for sake brewing, and we're talking back in the 1940s. Fast forward to today, and yeast number 7 has become by far the most popular strain, with over half of the Japanese sake breweries using it. Talk about striking gold! And they've won a bunch of awards using this yeast in their sake, and obviously use it in all their sakes today. Anyways, this was an amazing bottle. I say was because you can see that we've already drank it all. Sanka means mountain flowers, and it's a very fitting name for it. Imagine a meadow of alpine flowers in the springtime. Nice, huh? You get some mild fruit and floral aromas, but not overpowering. It's clean, crisp, with a tad bit of savoriness, which makes it a perfect bottle to pair with a variety of foods. Overall, it's an extremely smooth, very premium, and elegant sake that's perfect for gifts, or special occasions, or any occasion for that matter. We tried it with edamame, salmon sashimi, grilled salmon as well, simple Japanese salad. I mean, it was great with everything that we tried basically. I would love to try it with some raw oysters, or scallops would probably be amazing with it as well. So if you're looking for a high-end, easy drinking, and versatile sake that's a crowd pleaser, then I highly recommend this bottle. I really enjoyed this one. Alright, only 3 bottles this time, but I really like all of these. Each one has its unique properties, which makes it really fun to taste test together. Now, of course, with any type of tasting review, at the end of the day, it all comes down to personal preference. So you might have a different opinion than I do, which is totally fine. But I hope that these review videos can give you a better understanding of Japanese sake and ultimately help you make a better purchasing decision. Thank you again to Saketaro for providing these bottles, and I look forward to sharing more amazing sake with you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to use my special promo code to get 10% off your first order. Links down below. I'll see you on the next one. Kanpai!